What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about some of the positives right now in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Obviously, look, there's plenty of negatives to go around, right? I hate the wild gem set. I hate the fact that we're behind this big of a paywall already in the game. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's the game we have, right? And so we obviously all know the negatives. So with that being said, let's take a look at, after basically a week of playing the game, what are some positives that we can take away from the game? What are some things that I personally like so far? Now, I'm going to start this thing with Klay Thompson. I know Klay gets a lot of slander. Watch my gameplay, Klay gameplay, okay? Go watch it. I didn't play the best in the gameplay. But Klay is really good for a level 40 card. People can say whatever they want. He is a really, really solid level 40 card, okay? And that's what we need. We need really good, really solid level 40 cards across the board. Not only just for like today and the time being, but for the future as well. We need good level 40 cards. Alongside of that, level 40 was really rewarding. You got Bruce Bowen out of this level 37 pack as well. So if you got level 40, you got Bruce Bowen, Klay Thompson already in your squad, right? What are some other things? There's a lot of these 92 plus game on packs available in the game mode. No matter what game mode you are personally grinding, there's a lot of these 92 plus game on packs. I think I got one from Showdown, I believe, maybe one from somewhere else. But again, there's a lot of these 92 plus game on packs just available for you guys. So the more you guys play the mode, the more obviously you are going to add these game on players to your collection. And even for myself, I've added Boogie Cousins to the squad. Vlade Divac is on my squad. Like, I've got a lot of those cards. Mikal Bridges right now is on my squad for the time being. Obviously, again, my squad's got to improve big time over the next little while. But these are cards that right now play for me that I really am enjoying to use. As far as, the elsewhere, Pascal Siakam is incredibly good. I know he doesn't really get a lot of hype. There's not a lot of people grinding for him. But this card in Domination is incredibly good. I know he's only 6'8", but he's got a good 3-ball. He's got good defense, solid speed. He is really solid. Now, again, is he as good as some of your wild gem cards? No. But he is a card that, for the time being, can at least hold it down. And badge-wise, again, is pretty solid for Spicy P. So, again, not only do you get Spicy P, you also get a bunch of MT if you do end up playing Domination. It is something that I am going to get some extra Hall of Fame badges for, and I really do like. Another thing that I kind of like is the fact that there are victory cards in the game, and you can use them on whatever you want. If you want to use these victory cards on the takeovers, on the badge packs, whatever you want to use them on, you can. I'm personally saving mine up for Hall of Fame badges, just for the sole fact that I'm going to need as many Hall of Fame badges as possible to try and win ultimately King of the Court. Another thing I am a big fan of is each and every week, you are going to be able to grind, at least, in my opinion, I believe, on every Friday, you are going to be able to grind for a free 10 bucks. It's something that I think is a massive, massive, massive W for this game, and a W for the MyTEAM community. I think being able to grind for the free 10 bucks, being able to have the chance to pull those cards is something I really am enjoying right now. Another thing that I really like is how rewarding Breakout is, right? Obviously, I've been grinding the Breakout gauntlet, slowly working my way through there. But even in just normal Breakout, guys, it is very rewarding. You can get 3 different rewards, and just keep working your way up. So, like, for me, I've been playing a lot of Breakout so far in this game, and I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it has been super like my main mode, because that's just not true. But guess what? I know deep down I can load into a Breakout game. And I'll just show you guys a quick example. I can load into a Breakout game, and after 3 minutes I can get that Breakout game done. I play on pro difficulty right now, and I'm really just doing triple threat. You guys might be playing all game modes, whatever, okay? But you do get rewarded for playing Breakout in a big time way, because you get to choose 3 different rewards. So if you're one you like MT, guess what? You can choose a lot of MT to add to your squad. And again, which is going to make a big time impact down the road. And it's not like, you got to hope for just one reward. Guess what? As you're going through the ranks, if you see a solid reward, take that reward. What I've been doing is, once I see 3 solid rewards, I just take those rewards and then start a new board. So for example, I'll take 1,000 MT. I'll take a gold badge pack, and then like a a base standard pack, whatever it is, to add an extra card to my collection, and then I'll just go and start another board. It doesn't seem like it's, the biggest deal in the world, and it's not. But again, my goal is getting through games quickly and getting as many rewards as possible. And again, it doesn't take, a really good team to get Breakout done. My team is solid. It's not anything game-breaking, game-changing. I'm using 2 cards that you get as you grind for level 40, and then a Kwame Brown card that I did get out of a free hidden gem pack. Another thing I don't mind, and this is just me, a lot of people might not love this, but another thing I personally don't mind is I personally really, right now, do not mind the concept of the diamond hidden gems and them being rewarded randomly. Why? Because number one, they're not previously released pack cards. Now, what do I mean by that, right? When we would get rewards in the past and they would be like our ultimate game mode stuff like that, they would be cards like, I'm just going to throw out a name, like a Vlade Divac or a DeMarcus Cousins. Cards that we already had that we didn't necessarily want. I like the hidden gems because number one, they're good, and number two, they're unique. So a lot of people right now are out there running around with Rex Chapman, a really great point guard right now that if you get on your squad, you're definitely going to have your point guard for the foreseeable future, right? Same thing with me and Kwame Brown. I think Kwame Brown is an absolute stud, an absolute beast, and is probably going to be on my squad for the foreseeable future. These are things that for me, I actually like. Like, I like the hidden gem concepts. Now, they kind of ruined it with the whole wild gems thing that I really can't get behind. But as far as like the hidden gems and that concept, for me personally, I don't mind it whatsoever. And it's just another reason that you guys can ultimately play the game, right? Like, again, I got through that game in 3 minutes, and you're not going to really see a whole ton of rewards within that one game. But guess what? As I do, I get MT, I get prize points. I'm going to get these prizes on the side of the board. And guess what? At the end of it, I'm making progress through this, right? Again, it's not going to seem like the biggest deal in the world, but when I get to 200 games, it's an extra 15,000 MT. That's a kind of big deal, right? When I ultimately get clutch time done too, which again, I've not really gotten a whole done. I've only got 10 games done. But I will get a Season 1 mode completion reward, which leads me in the next thing to talk about. These Season 1 rewards are good. Jack Sikma is incredibly good. Now, I will say Joel Embiid is better than Jack Sikma, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Jack Sikma is really good. If you get multiple mode completion rewards, you can get Jack Sikma, you can get a Pick 3 Legend Badge pack, which is important. You can get 50,000 MT if you want it. You can get a Hidden Gem pack if you want it. And at the end of the day, you can get rewarded in a big time way. For example, it says a Pink Diamond Hidden Gem. So a lot of people are saying, Ty, should I get this Hidden Gem instead of getting like a Jack Sikma? No, you shouldn't. But I will say this. There are some solid Pink Diamond Hidden Gems. Like if you end up getting like a Dr. J, you're set, right? If you end up getting, even like a Grant Hill, he'll be a really solid option. There are some really, really, really good cards. However, I think there's enough bad cards here that I don't necessarily recommend it. So if I'm you guys and you do get this mode completion, definitely get Jack Sikma. And then I would even say probably get Jason Kidd, maybe even the Legend Badge pack before you do get anything else. I just think that those are more worth it than anything else. For me, I'll probably get Jack Sikma and then maybe even these Legend Badges, guys. I think Legend Badges early on in my team are going to be super, super, super important if you are playing the game. And let's say you do get a really good card and you want to add some of those Legend Badges to them. I think early on in my team is when those badges are going to be most useful for you guys. Ultimately, there are a lot of negatives in the game mode. The auction house scrolling is slow. The fact that we've already got something behind a massive paywall, I don't necessarily love either. But what I will say is this, right? Do the pros outweigh the cons? No. But you can still have fun with the game mode. You can still approach this game as a no money spent with there being a ton to grind. Grinding reps been fun. Grinding reps been rewarding. Grinding the seasons was rewarding. There is a reason to load up and play the game. And at the core of it, guys, I don't take that for granted, right? I've seen game modes in the past where, you can't get really rewarded whatsoever, for having a good team, anything like that. Now you can. Like, you can get rewarded for having a good team and grinding for Jack Sikma. You can get rewarded, for just grinding the game ultimately is what I'm trying to say here. And again, I've seen games in the past where that ultimately has not been the case. So, do the pros outweigh the cons? No. But game modes are rewarding. Breakout's rewarding. Showdown is decently rewarding. Triple Threat Park is super rewarding as well. If you break a big time win streak, you get rewarded in a massive way. So sometimes, I mean, it might be worth your time to load up in Park and just see, does anybody have a massive win streak going on? And if they do, like this guy up here is a 14-game win streak. Well, guess what? If I go and break this 14-game win streak, I'll have to see exactly what it is. But if I break this 14-game win streak, that's an extra 5,000 MT. And no, I'm not going to sit up here and act like it's, the be-all, end-all, and that it's the best thing in the world. But that is something that if I break this win streak, I'm going to have 5,000 MT for basically, I don't want to say for free, but relatively easy. And if you're good at the game, it's worth your time to do. So do the pros, outweigh the cons. It's totally up to you. But what I will say is you can still have a lot of fun playing this game right now in MyTEAM. That's going to really wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.